Shalom. All right, first and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all honor, glory, and praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the house of David, which are the elected nation of Israel. All right, this is the Providence, Rhode Island camp coming at you week in and week out. You know, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Ratazah. You know, we make it out here and we feed the sheep, right? We warn our people of what? The incoming destruction, the impending doom that's coming to this place that in the Bible is referred to as a daughter of Babylon, right? AKA America, which is going to be blown to smithereens by ICBM missiles, man. Intercontinental nuclear missiles, man. Ballistic missiles, man. This place is going to get completely obliterated, according to the Bible. Thus said the Lord, right? And why? Because, man, this place is wicked as all hell. All right, you got this thing right now going on. Valentine's Day weekend. You know, in a place where there's so much sorrow. All right, depression. Right, they want to choose a day to not devote it to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right, the Creator of the heavens and the earth. Nah, we're gonna devote it to lust, the flesh. You know. And our people are caught up in this madness, right? Which is why we're here, man. We're here to warn them. Hey, this thing is going to come to pass. These prophecies are going to come to pass. And what's going to happen is that eventually, whether you are not, Salakia, if you're not of that number, you know, you're going to get caught up in the destruction. All right? You got something real quick?
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 36. But of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, so we understand that the first time the Lord was pretty much giving out the warning of the cleansing that he was about to do on his planet. You know, it came through a flood, right? But this next cleansing, right, the second death, right? This time the Lord is gonna take everything out. It's gonna clean everything up through fire, man. And what's gonna happen though? What's gonna happen though? A lot of people are gonna be getting caught off guard because they're too busy what? Giving into the flesh, you know, caring of the things of this world. You know, they're too caught up with the wine that Esau has given them, you know. That ultimately, man, they're being put in that lot where it's like, you've been given a warning, you know. You've been given the chance, right? But ultimately, you have been rejected by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
I got something for you.
Come.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 21 and verse 7. I'm going to start at verse 8. Salaki. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
So we understand that second death is going to happen when what? Those ICBM nuclear missiles hit this place, man. But it just said that all of those people who are sinners, right? Because that's what all of those things go into, right? Transgressions of the law. We got laws that were given to us by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to keep us from doing any of those things.
I got it quick.
God.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
So right there, it's letting you know you're being lied to by these churches when they tell you, oh, the Lord don't hate sinners, he hates sin. He hates them both, man. And what he got for them? Bring it out. The water, brother.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
And what's going to be the day of their punishment, man? That lake.
The second death.
Right? You wanna grab me Proverbs 16 and 4 to prove that? Because that's the thing. These people think that they're going to go on their whole lives, you know, and not see the coming of the Lord. When he said it, that every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. What makes you so special that you're going to avoid what the Lord already said you're going to get caught up in? Right? If you could read that, brother Bakashah. But that's the thing, though. Yeah, that's going into Esau. But you have to understand too that what are the 2/3 gonna get? What are the heathens gonna get? They're gonna get the judgment of the Edomite, man.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4. Says, Yahweh have made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil.
The wicked have been made, right? They've been structured. The Lord created them for the day of evil, to be destroyed, to be that lesser vessel, that vessel to dishonor, right? The vessel fit for destruction. Right?
Verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
And there you go. Though our people join hand in hand with this devil, right, with these heathen, they're not going to go unpunished, right? And that goes back into what the brother had brought out earlier, how they're going to be given into marriage. They're going to be drinking. They're going to be eating. They're going to be living in this world like if this world wasn't going to come to an end, man. Because you see, we hope to be of that number, but, hey, the odds are in our favor, man, because what we out here doing the work, the way that we're living in this world, right? Whereas was it John that said it, use the world and not abuse it, right? We're in this, we're living this life, but we're not living it how the people in the world are living it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not waking up waiting for a certain day of the week, a certain day of the month, right, to praise the idol and to praise ourselves. You know, every day we're praising Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
I got real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
Now we understand that those characteristic traits, right, they fit a lot of people in this world, right? And what's the reason? What? The whore, right, has made the world drunk with this wine, right? And who runs the whore? Who runs America, man? That's Esau Edom. You understand? So that's the characteristics of the devil, man, right? His physical counterpart. He's a damn sodomite. He's a pedophile, right? He likes to fuck animals, you know? He's vile. He's outside of the temple, man. He's defiled. He is the wicked, you know? But all of those people, right, who fit the description of what it just said right there shall not inherit the kingdom, man. You know? And for those people of our nation that are caught up with this devil and these other nations, like I stated earlier, they're going to receive the judgment of the heathen, you know? Only to be reborn in the kingdom as kings and princesses, man. Because, you know, all Israel is going to live it up in the kingdom, man. We're a righteous people. We're a holy people. We're not like this man who has 1%, 0.1% of his people living it up while the rest are out here working jobs like Jake, slaving like Jake, you know? Thinking that we're all the same because what? You got to work a 9 to 5, you know? You got a little inherited money, but you still had to, you know, tighten up the bootstraps and do what you had to. Hey, man, you should be living deliciously, man. This is your kingdom, right?
2 Peter 2 and 12. But these, as natural beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
And the Lord said, ye are made to be taken and destroyed. You know? Why? Because you speak evil of the things you understand not. You know? Esau is a carnal man. The so-called white man is a carnal man. He doesn't understand the things of the spirit. You know, therefore, you know, you fit the description. You fit the description, man. You were made to be destroyed. And our people who are caught up with this, man, they don't understand the things of the spirit as well, man.
Quick definition of brute.
Con.
A savagely violent person or animal. You know, synonyms: savage, beast, a monster, animal, a barbarian, a devil, a demon. Right? We'll go back into verse 12. Verse 12, bring it back out. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime, spots they are in blemish, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you.
Can I bring this up real quick?
Yeah, bring that
All
up.
right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, and verse 24. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections.
Right.
For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men.
Real quick, if you just let me add on to that, you see right now, like the brother was going into, we in this heathen holiday right now. The people are celebrating this. You know, if you look like we started off, you know, you seen everybody, you know, thinking like this not gonna be, the end is not gonna come. Right? They're not looking at the news. They're not looking at Russia want to invade Ukraine. They're not looking at these things, right? But as that's going on, you seeing nothing but homos, right? Well, you know, alphabet boys, right? You seeing, you know, especially Jake, right? They want to take up the way of the heathen, right? They want to follow after the way of the heathen. We're not built to be like that. But see, just like when we was coming out of the first Exodus, right? When we was in the wilderness, right? We wanted to go back to Egypt and go under the ways of the oppressor, right? And the oppressor, the way he oppresses is by taking us away from our powers, man, right? And our living powers that's why he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. That's because that's what's going to sustain us, man, right? But see, we're so far removed from that, we've been given over to vile affections, man. Vile affections. Go look up the definition of vile if you don't mind.
Oh my God.
Wow, I got a quick piece that you had mentioned how they try to.
Hold on, real quick.
The definition of vile, okay, it's the Merriam-Webster, morally despicable or abhorrent, physically repulsive, of little worth or account, tending to degrade, disgustingly or utterly bad.
Disgusting, morally despicable,
Right.
right? And if you look at Jake, because we're not worried about that, the heathens in their place, they're in their lot, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But when you look at Jake, when you watch them walking around, man, they look morally despicable, man. You know, the men are out of order, the women are out of order.
Yep, we reading about that in Romans, the first chapter.
The first chapter, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
You got more of it?
Oh,
yeah, there's more.
Yeah. All right. This is Romans chapter 1 and verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Right?
And,
so it's meat. That means that's going into that righteous anger. When it's come time for you for the Lord to put you to death, that's meat. Right? Because you out here giving out the vile affections, what you think is gonna come from that, man?
Death.
It's gonna death. You have to be destroyed. Right? You have to be purged out of this place. Right? Because that's not gonna be acceptable in the kingdom to come. Right? That's not gonna be acceptable. So now we have to, when you want to rebuild something, what's the first thing you gotta do? You gotta it's demolition. You gotta break it down.
Yep.
And you gotta build it from scratch. You gotta build it from the bottom, from the foundation.
Right.
But what's gonna be the foundation in the new kingdom? The law, statutes, and commandments. Yahweh Shah. Right? Yahweh Shah is gonna be the foundation. Go ahead.
This is verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind.
Right.
To do those things which are not convenient.
And not only you seeing what's going on, just the everyday 2/3, you know what I mean? You seeing what's going on, and people who so-called claim they're Israelites, man. They've been given over to a reprobate mind. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. And it reads, My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children.
So the Lord said it. You know, that God that the world believes loves everybody and is gonna save everybody, and all you gotta do is call on his son's name, you know, which isn't his son's name, to be saved. Just told you, man, that he's gonna forsake you. He's gonna give you up. He's gonna put you to death, right? He's gonna take away that which was given to you, right, on this side, because of what? The transgressions of the law that was given to our people, man.
This is verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame.
And that's why you see Jake out here, you know what I'm saying, having to take on the customs and the ways of the heathen to make it in this heathen kingdom, man. Because otherwise, hey, Jake is the shit in this kingdom, man. They're at the bottom of the barrel, right? So they got that crab in a barrel mentality, you know? Their first last hire, first fire, you know? And now in
Keep on.
Salakia. Nah, so yeah, man, Jake is at the bottom of the bottom. You know, they're filling up the jailhouses. You know, they're putting each other to death. You know, them curses, right? Housing, Section 8. You know, EBT. You know, all of these things, man, were created for Jake, and it's because what? To keep Jake at a lower state. You know, to keep them from seeing that they are at the bottom, man. You know.
Daniel 12:2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yeah, because those Jakes, those Israelites that are living, that are out here on this side right now, that are trying to make it, when the time comes, they're gonna realize, man, that this was given to them, and they turned away. You know, they didn't listen. They didn't take heed. They didn't repent, man. Right? So when what the Lord has promised to them is given to them, they're gonna feel ashamed, man. In the kingdom, they're gonna be like, damn, like I could have done more. Damn, I really slacked. You know, they're gonna come across the men of the Lord. They're gonna come across the prophets. They're gonna see Yahushua, man, and they're gonna know that in their hearts of hearts, man, there was nothing that they could have done. There was nothing that they could have done, man. The Lord has casted a lot on them, man, and given them that reprobate mind, so that what? All things must be fulfilled, man. All things are gonna be fulfilled, you know. But you could believe it, man. Jake is at the bottom right now, and he thinking he at the top. You know, the scriptures talk about peasants riding horses. Could you grab me that one real quick?
I actually had that too.
Con, bring that out for me real quick. The water, brother, because that's the thing, man. That's a prophecy, right? That is happening right now. That at the time, you know, that prophet was being shown that he was seeing these things, man, and he was seeing things for what? As they were, you know, as they are to this day.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, and verse 5. It says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun,
there's an evil that this man saw under the sun, right?
Solomon.
Keep going on that, brother.
Says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
The rich being the Israelites, man, right? Because the kingdom of heaven was given unto us. The laws were given unto us, man. Right. We were made holy and we're set up to be separate from the nations of the world, man. The Lord chose us. We didn't choose him, right? You got some more on that?
To prove that about the... Go ahead.
What you got?
No, just to prove that the Israelites are the rich, you know, in Revelations, the second chapter, in the 9th verse, okay, it reads, this is Yahushua speaking, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. You know, and he was speaking to Israelites at the time.
Yeah, and Yahushua said that because what? We are the heirs, right, of the promise that was given to him, man. You know?
You had something, bro?
That's deep.
I
can read that again.
Bring that Ecclesiastes.
All right, this is back in Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, and at the 6th verse it says, folly is set in great dignity.
All right, there, pause. So the definition of folly, right? Mental weakness, foolish behavior or character, unwise conduct, right? Including wickedness, lewdness, and madness.
That's the characteristics, traits of Jake right now, man. You know, they're put on this earth by Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the wicked. But what do these 2/3 do? They take on the customs of the heathen, man. So they go about life in such a manner, man.
Definition of dignity, right? So we just got the definition of folly. Right now we're going to get the definition of dignity. We're going to put it together, right? State of being worthy. So lewdness, wickedness, madness is the state of being worthy to them, man. That's why when you go on your YouTube and you scroll down what's trending, that's all you see. That's what's trending in your social media sites, man. Lewdness, right? Madness and wickedness, right? If you look around you, that's all you see. And look, let's go back into dignity. State of being worthy, right? Dignity, privilege, honor, right? It's an honor to them to be a fool, man, to be in their folly, right? You see, the Lord's gonna come and correct that.
Right.
All right.
Real quick, I wanted to get where's it? I think it's in Maccabees. It talks about how sin multiplied.
Upon the earth.
Oh yeah, grab that and then I'll go into this. I'll go into this one right here.
You found it?
It's like
Well, what you got in Ezekiel? Okay, go ahead.
I think what you're looking for is in Corinthians. I mean, not Corinthians. I think it's in Maccabees. Yeah, it's in the Maccabees.
Well, while you looking for that,
okay, I got it right here.
All right.
Okay. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns.
After Alexander, the so-called great, right? The Greek, after his death, right? They teach you about this man in school, right? They teach you this man is a part of the so-called white man's history, right? He's in the Bible.
Right, I could read above.
Yeah, read above. Read above. Give him some context.
This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule, everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Yeah, and Alexander the Greek, at that time, in that time and space, right, in that moment, that man had conquered pretty much all known parts of the earth at the time, you know? So what that's telling you is that once the so-called white man took over, right, evils were multiplied upon the earth, you know?
Right.
So like I had stated earlier, wickedness, evil is put into this earth through the wicked. But Jake take on the customs of the heathen, man. And that's why a portion of our people gotta go, man. They gotta go, right? Because what? The Lord said it, man. He's not gonna do away with that promise, right? So in order for them to inherit their portion of what the Lord has promised to them, they gotta fulfill their part of the prophecy, man. And real quick, I wanna grab this. You got something?
Yeah, I got something real quick.
You wanna grab that first?
What you got?
I was gonna go into pretty much that's going into how the Lord's gonna destroy Esau, but then he's gonna bring back. No.
Let's go into this.
Yeah, go into that.
Ezekiel 7 and 1. We'll go down a few precepts. Ezekiel 7 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Can I read this real quick? Because this is going to go into the recompense of the abominations.
Right.
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot. and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
So that's going to it went to the let me see. Bring that back up. Bring that back. Slide.
Oh, Salaki. So let me go back to
Joe.
yeah. That's going into the recompense onto the heathen.
The heathens, yeah.
That's going on to the recompense onto the heathen. Salaki.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, but bottom line, yeah. So like he was saying, that's going into the recompense of the heathen. We'll get to them in a second. You know, but bottom line is, for Israel for going off, you know, they're going to be destroyed. Give me Zechariah 2, Zechariah 13 and 8, if you don't mind.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
That's right. So 2/3. That's 2/3 of Israel, man. They gotta be wiped away, man. Right? They're not gonna get away for what they doing, man. They're not gonna get away with it. They right now, it's like the brother was saying. Right now, it's cool for them to give it over to marriage. Right now, it's cool to, you know, they want to go to Esau Edom's colleges, right? His universities, right? It's cool for them to, you know, have their pants sagging down to their fucking ankles, right? That's the man, and then you if the women, she's not wearing nothing, right? The weather got a little decent today, and now they want to show everything. Right? And it's the middle of winter time, and and then if they get sick, you know, right? But see, Esau gave him over to that, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is about to ultimately through Yahweh Hashem Yahushua being, you know, letting Esau do it, right? But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is about to take care of him, man. I'm gonna go back into this Ezekiel, if you don't mind, brother. Ezekiel 7 and 4. And my eyes should not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come, and end is come, and it watcheth for thee, behold, it come. It is come. And so that's not only going to hit the 2/3, that's going to hit the heathens and Esau Edom, right? They're all going to get, like the brother was going into earlier, you know, they're going to get the same reward in Esau Edom. Because ultimately, that's the nemesis. That's the arch nemesis, man. Right? And if you want to go into, you know, we can go switch over to the heathens right now, which you have with Ezekiel.
Nah, yeah, real quick, I'm gonna go into Ezekiel, but I'm gonna go into this because think about it. That 2/3 portion of our people, man, they caught up with the mindset of the heathen, man. Started with the so-called white man. And the people of this world, man, they don't want Yahweh Shai to rule. They don't want Yahweh Shai. They don't want the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us, the nation of Israel, to be the standard of how you should be living your life on this planet that the Lord created for us. You know, the Israelites. All right. I'm gonna bring out Luke 19.
Real quick before you do that.
Huh?
Before you do that, let me bring it here real quick. And, before you do that, Amos. Because, see the Lord, well, I'm going to bring this out, we can expound on it. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
You only have I known. Out of all the people amongst the earth, man. You know, so the Bible tells you there's 18 nations, right? And Esau tells you there's about 7 billion people in this whole planet. But you gotta understand that the Lord is only dealing with a portion of those people, and of that portion, a portion of even them. You know, because you have the 2/3, and you have the 1/3, the elect that make up the whole nation of Israel, man. All right. But bring that back to me one more time. That way I can bring it into this one.
Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And the Lord said he's going to punish us for the iniquities, right, that we have committed, whether it be in this life or the past, you know? Because of what? Even going back into the time of the account in the book of Exodus, man, when the Lord led us out of Egypt, you had a portion of our people wanting to go back, right, to serve the Hamites, man. It's crazy because what? At the end of the day, they rather serve the creation rather than the Creator, right? But what Yahweh Shai said, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me, right? So that whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, you know, who his real name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew, he said, bring them before me so they could be slain, kill them before me. That wish that I reign not over them, you know? And that's the majority of the people in this world. Starting with the so-called white man and the other nations, and then trickling down to that 2/3 portion of our people, the nation of Israel. All right?
I got some more. I got something else. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are upon the sinful kingdom.
All right? And that sinful kingdom started off with Israel, Yasharala, right? Because we was given the law, statutes, and commandments, so we was the ones that could really go off and sin, all right? But now we equate that sinful kingdom as Babylon the Great, all right?
Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord.
So he ain't going to complete, right? Matter of fact, we keep on reading.
For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people should die by the sword, which saying, the evil should not overtake nor prevent us.
Right? So that's just like the brother was going into. These people are walking around very vain, right? They believe that nothing's gonna happen to them. They can stay in their wickedness, right? I forget what priest about just came up, but that's what they believe, and I'll continue, right?
In that day will I raise up, so like Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right? So that's what's happening right now with the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord. There's two houses. You got the house of Saul and the house of David, but the house of David is being built up starting now. That's why you see, starting with the head apostles and the elders over in Great Millstone, right? That who we believe is the true leaders of Yasharala, right? That the Lord set up through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that tabernacle, the house of David, is being raised up, right? The true men of the Lord. What you got, Ab?
I'm going to grab that in Ezekiel now. This is perfect timing, right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 16. I will seek that which was lost, and bring again that which was driven away.
So, right? So when you mean bring again, that's why you see the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Levi, and Benji, right? And you see the northern kingdom with the head, Ephraim, right? They coming together, right? You got northern kingdom, southern kingdom, we're coming together, right? Keep on going, all right?
And I will bind up that which was broken.
Right?
And I will...
So we was bound, we was broke. We was, the northern and southern kingdom, it was apart from each other. But now it's like I just said, we're coming back. We're being bonded through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Go ahead.
And I will strengthen that which was sick, but I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment.
Right? So that's bottom line. So, the true men of the Lord is being brought together. But everybody else, they're going to be sifted out. They're going to be put to death, man. They're going to see the sword. All right? You got anything else on that?
No, that's good right there.
All right. So, let's see what we got here. Let's go.
I'll bring this out real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Right?
Yea,
Right? So the watchmen, who are the watchmen? That's the men of the Lord. That's gonna be the government class of the 1/3. Right? They're the ones who's been put up to work and watch. You know, they on watch. They on them towers, right? When you go to war, if the watchman goes fall asleep when he's on his watch, man, you can be seized, right? They can take your shit over, right? That's why the watchmen are like the front line of defense, right? They're the first line of defense, Salaki, or the front line as well, right? Because they're on watch. They watching day and night. Go ahead.
and it reads, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right? Because we're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? So we gotta constantly, whether they hear forbid, preach, you know, in season and out of season, right? Roughly paraphrasing, and constantly warning our people, right? Like go to Ezekiel 3:17.
It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right.
Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
So the watchman for the house of Israel. That's it. No other house, right? And it's starting again with the house of David, because that's going to be the house that's going to be first set up in the kingdom, and David's going to be sitting on his throne, right? And if you can receive it, that's King David, which is King Marshall, right? So at the end of the day, man, you know, which is Peter the rock, if you can receive it, all right? He's gonna be given the key, right? Like I forget where is it at? Wait, Peter's gonna be given the key, right? So that Yahweh Shai is gonna be, and then it's gonna be King David on his throne, then 144,000, right? Sitting on those 12 thrones, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, go to Revelation 7 real quick.
Revelation 7.
Matter of fact, Revelation 7 talking about the kings sitting judging. Well, matter of fact, you brought it out earlier. Judging the 12 tribes.
I believe that's in Luke.
That's Luke too, but yeah, bring that one out first if you don't mind. Matter of fact, bring out Revelation 7, talking about the 145,000 sitting on 12 thrones. Is that 7 or 4? Look at Revelation 9.
So Revelation 7 goes into the 12,000 from each tribe.
Yeah, 12,000 for each tribe. You got that, right?
I'm here. Just looking for that. Appreciate it.
Just go into the 144,000, 12,000 for each tribe.
All right.
You got it?
It's Revelation chapter 7, verse 1.
Okay.
And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
So that's what's going on right now, right? The elect is being activated. And how is that happening? Through the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Using his prophets, his men, the teachers, right? On the highways and byways, and highways and byways, and also these epistles.
I got a quick couple precepts.
It goes going on for a while.
It goes for a while until
12,000 from each tribe.
Yeah.
That's 12 tribes. All right.
You don't gotta go name the whole 12 tribes. Just the 144,000 and 12,000.
All right, and it says, verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed in 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues.
So like if I may make a point real quick, the brother had brought out a precept earlier about how the Lord is gonna sift, right, the elect, the nation of Israel, right, out of all nations. That's where that's going into, you know. It's not going into all of the nations and that speaking different tongues, and nah, that's talking about the Israelites that were scattered throughout the other nations, you know. Just for edification's sake, and for those people that think that, you know, for some reason, as far into the game that we're in, man, now everybody's gonna make it. All right.
This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 9 again. It says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed in white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb.
And that's that, when we went into Zechariah 13 and 8, that's that remnant. That's that 1/3 that's going to be delivered. And again, like we was going over, Yahweh Shai, starting with Yahweh Shai, then the King of David, then 144,000, 12,000 in each tribe, and then that great multitude, right? That great multitude, right? Which is going to equal up to that 1/3 of Israel. And like the brother was saying, that's only Israel. Only Israel's going to get salvation, is going to exit the second death, right? That 1/3, the elect, all right? But that's going to be the reward if you repent and convert and come back. And we know it's the Lord, it's the Father that's going to draw you in. But through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's going to be the reward. All right, let me go to Luke 22, and I'm going to start at 29. Luke 22 and 29. And I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father has appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging 12 tribes of Israel. All right? So that's going to be the reward for the 144,000, man. They're going to be in that government class. There's going to be order, like Elder Apostle Gabar was talking about that earlier today. How there's going to be order in the kingdom, man. Right? And King David's going to be on his throne in the kingdom. But see, for the rest of you motherfuckers, you going to have to come back through the lawns of the elect. You going to have to taste death on this side. You're going to have to see it's going to be brutal for you on this side. A lot of you going to get ravished. A lot of you females and men going to get ravished and raped on this side. You're going to be raped, goes into the word seized, right? You're going to be seized on this side, right? You're so caught up in, you know, getting your burrito and your Chinese food, right? Not knowing that you soon going to be somebody else's property. You soon going to be put to death over a bottle of water.
That's right.
All right? You don't see what's going on in Ontario? You don't see what's going on the shelves in your local supermarket? You think it's a game, and you gonna get played out. Go ahead, you gonna do that?
Nah, yeah. So we're out here giving y'all the warning, you know. Those that may be watching and those that are just walking by, you know. Those that have one ear, you know, listening in the other ear, you know. It going in through one ear and going out the other. But ultimately, man, you're being given the warning. The Lord has his hand stretched out right now, man. Right? You're being given this the true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, right? Raw, uncut, through the men that the Lord has appointed to come out here and do this, man. But we understand that only the elect is gonna get it, you know. I mean, aside from this being something that we are required to do, right? Because the scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, we understand that in the process of us doing what we gotta do, right? The elect are gonna get fed, right? They're gonna grow in the faith, right? And eventually, prophecy is gonna be fulfilled. And real quick to back that up, right? How only the elect are gonna take heed, right? I'm gonna bring out in the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 5, right? And the point is at 11. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the ways of the Gentiles, or in any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, not the whole world, right? Not the whole nation of Israel, right? And we'll prove that. As ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And we understand that the kingdom of heaven cannot come without the kingdom that is established at the moment be thrown down. You know? I'll read on. I'll read that again, Salakia. As ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrips for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
Go back to where it says, freely receive, freely give.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 8. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
So how you going to do those things? You're going to do it through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the word, which is Yahushua, right? The word, right? The scriptures, the priest, the being Yahweh Hashem Yahushua giving you that unction, right? To do so. Well, look what it said, freely give as you freely receive. And what you see now most of the time, right? You see not only in your churches, right? They looking to make $1, right? You see, we was going over that last week. You see brothers and people in Israel then got a 501c3, right? In order to get those things set up, you being paid off.
Yeah, I got a quick joke. Hey, Jay-Z said you can pay for school, but you can't buy class. All right? And the only people who are gonna be able to receive this word, right? They're gonna be the upper echelons, right? The creme de la creme of the class of people on the earth in the kingdom is gonna be not starting with the 144,000, right? The governing body, but the elect of the nation of Israel. All right?
They're gonna be the elites of the kingdom.
Exactly, and that's something that you can't buy. All right, so you could buy a class, right? You could go to a seminar school, right? You could go to one of these prestigious colleges, right? But at the end of the day, the one thing that you can't purchase, right, is the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and to be of that number, man. All right, so you had
No.
Khan. So I'm gonna go back to the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 8. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, and cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrips for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves. For the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. So understand that the Yahushua said it. Inquire of them that are worthy, and the only ones that are worthy to receive this word is the elected nation of Israel, man. Because we know that it's because the 2/3 portion of our people, right, have been following in the ways of the heathen, which the Lord refers to as dogs, right? The bottom of the barrel, a portion of our people on this side is perceived by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua as the same way, man. Hence the judgment that they're going to receive, man, when this place gets destroyed. All right? So, hey.
I got a quick.
Khan, go into that. The water.
You had some more?
No, you go into that, brother.
Exodus 32. I'll start at 7. Yeah, I'll start at 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, go get thee down, for thy people which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I was going to bring that out earlier when you were talking about Jake, man. Because our people are stiff-necked, man. They're hard-headed, right? It's their way or the highway, you know? They're inconsiderate. The scriptures say, my people does not consider, man. They don't give no props to the creator of the heavens and the earth, man. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
But that's what happens when a father is not around, right? Because Yahweh had forsaken his people for a period of time, and you go into this world today, the majority of these kids that grow up without a father, they are hard-headed. You know, stiff-neck goes into being hard-headed. Okay, so that's just the result of the nation of Israel, stiff-neck, because, you know, our father wasn't around for a period of time. You know, we didn't have that guidance. See, we didn't have that order, because that's what the father's for. The father's to keep the order. But yeah, man, that's the result.
I want to grab that real quick, the one that says, the Lord turned his face away from us. You know, I'm going to see if I can grab that real quick.
While you do that, I'll bring out I'll start at
and then when he turned his back on his people for a certain period of time, and then the first spirit he ever created, he sent down to the planet Earth, you know, to walk in the flesh, to redeem his people back unto him. Okay? That one spirit he created that is worthy of opening up the seals of the book. Because without Yahweh Shai, we wouldn't have the understanding or the knowledge of this word.
Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
And because the spirit of Yahweh Shai, okay, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is dwelling within particular men, those particular men are out on the highways and byways, you know, in due time, doing the bidding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it's out in the chief place in concourse.
Proverbs 1:21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
Yeah, this is where we at. Okay, where people walk to and fro, where people go driving up and down. This is where the chief place in concourse is. Your downtowns. You know? And that's where you most likely gonna find the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. You got brothers all over the world. You know, you got wisdom crying out in the street all over the world, fulfilling prophecy. You know?
And the openings of the gates in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, these people are so simple, man. They simple as all hell. They laugh at the dumbest shit. Their conversation is dumb. They ain't talking about nothing. When you out in the world and you dwelling amongst these people out here, their conversations ain't about shit. They talking about shoes, hoes, clothes, or bread. They ain't talking about nothing that's gonna better or pour into anybody else's cup. You know? Because these people are simple, man. They're simple. They don't understand they don't understand a goddamn thing. They got wisdom of this world. And the wisdom of this world is foolishness into the eyes of the Most High. So you out here with your little street knowledge, it ain't shit. Because what? You still at the bottom. You still out here doing the most to scrape a dollar, man. Like you scraping gum off of the bottom of a fucking desk at a fucking school. Okay? And that's what you are in this kingdom. You just gum underneath a desk. You gum on the concrete in this kingdom. But you out here simple as all hell thinking that you ain't being oppressed. You got everybody out here walking with the damn devil, the so-called white man. Like he ain't do nothing but rape, rob, and murder every goddamn fucking body on the planet.
That's right.
Okay? You fucking so-called white people gotta die, man.
That's right.
You the real virus all here in this earth, man. You the real virus out here killing everybody. You the bacteria that gotta be goddamn exterminated, man. If we, and guess what? Guess what, man? Yahweh Shai is our disinfectant spray, man. Okay? With Yahweh Shai coming down here to take vengeance on you so-called white people for what you did, all right? That's when the nation of Israel is going to finally be at peace. That's when we're going to finally be able to walk around the streets and not feel a butterfly in our stomach when a patty roller walks by or drives by, okay? And a modern day patty roller is nothing but your police officer, your patrol officer, okay? You can't walk up and down these streets without walking by a police officer and feeling the butterflies in your stomach if you a so-called Negro or Latino or Native American. But if you a so-called white person, okay, you ain't got no worry at all. You ain't got no worry at all. Because the patty rollers, okay, they were set up to keep the slaves in check. They were set up to keep the Negroes in check. And they still here to this day keeping you Israelites in check, man. They not here to protect you. Because when you call, they don't show up for a good, what, 25, 30 minutes, okay? If they not just riding around bored as all hell, putting their lights on to run a red light or a stop sign, okay? I mean, that's not to say they ain't no, decent cops, but for the most part, that whole goddamn system is set up, okay, to fuck you Israelites up, man.
That's why the penal codes and all the laws and things that's being written into legislation, just even things simple as, your parking tickets and your municipal laws, right? Because they know Jake is struggling living paycheck to paycheck, so they get a few parking tickets, they get a few speeding tickets, a few of this. They're gonna be so far behind, and then when it comes to renew their license, right? That's how we slaves. We gotta operate under their birth certificates. Yes, Esau Edom does it as well, but they bring out this.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Yeah, because you guys, and that's because the Heavenly Father gave this word unto y'all. Ultimately, and the reason for that is because we transgressed against our Father. So that's why you white people can walk around this goddamn earth with no trouble in your mind. That's why you gifted with the fatness of the earth. Because the Heavenly Father done gave it to you, man. And if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have it. Go ahead.
Job 20:5, that the triumphant of the wicked is short.
Yeah, you white people, your kingdom is falling, man. Your kingdom is falling. We got World War III brewing up right now, and we gonna have missiles bombing this fucking place called America. And all you goddamn college students out here, okay, proud that you're going to a school that is ran based off of the blacks and Latinos and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
That Brown University schools ran based off of the funds of slavery. But you got fucking ignorant goddamn Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans up in there.
Want to get an education?
You want to get an education that ain't worth a goddamn thing. You might as well take your fucking diploma and wipe your goddamn ass with it. If you ain't white.
I gotta put 3 seconds.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5.
And it's not a color thing.
Right.
It's an Esau and Jacob thing, man.
Right.
It's an Esau and Jacob thing. It just so happened, okay, that Esau made it obvious that it's a race war. All right? Well, and it's all orchestrated by the Most High. Okay, the creator of spirits. Okay? You so-called white people, y'all so blatant with your actions and how you feel towards the people that are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You guys don't really give a damn. Oh, Black Lives Matter. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. You so-called white people don't care about what y'all did. Y'all don't care about what y'all forefathers did. But if we did it unto y'all, y'all cry like little bitches. And guess what? You're going to cry like little bitches when it's done to you. Because that's a prophecy that's written in these scriptures. That's the prophecy that's gonna be taking place in the kingdom of heaven. We gonna be ruling over not just you white people, but also you fucking incest baby gooks, and we gonna be out here running them Ammonites, you Indians, Arabians, okay? All y'all gonna get it, man, okay? Cause y'all all took a turn. Y'all all took a turn, fucking with the Israelites, man. Okay? On this side, you're gonna go through absolute hell, like the brother said, but you're gonna go through even more hell in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? It's gonna be your hell, and it's gonna be our heaven, just like this is our hell, man. Who has something?
I have something. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5.
Turned up, man.
Whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Exactly, man. These goddamn devils. You go to look at the courtrooms, man. The proof is in the pudding. All right? These fucking white people. Read that again. Read that again.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And you go read in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. We are oppressed to this day. Them curses are still on us. Okay? The oppressor, the main oppressor, being Esau Edom, the one who rules this place, the so-called white man. Okay? That's why all these years he's being proclaimed to be the devil. Because that's what he really is, man. That's what he really is. Okay? And he's not the only goddamn devil out here. Okay?
You got like you just said, like the oppressors, it started with Esau Edom.
Yep.
Like, you know, when you go to Psalms 83, you know, he has a confederacy.
He does.
That's why when you go into your local neighborhoods, you got East Indians in your fucking neighborhood selling you shit. You got
That's right.
You got Moab. You got Moab selling some shit.
Yeah, question?
Nah, I heard something about white people. That's crazy.
Oh, cause this is what the case is.
What happened?
The so-called white man, he raped, robbed, and murdered goddamn every race on this planet, even his own people. But you know what though? If you an Edomite, okay, that's primarily is the so-called white man, okay, and that's the thing though. These people don't want to hear none of that.
Right.
They got what is called Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
They got Stockholm syndrome, but they too fucking illiterate and ignorant to look shit up.
Right.
The so-called white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You proclaim to believe in God, but you don't want to believe in His word. What does that make you? A goddamn ignorant hypocrite, man.
That's right.
Okay? You out here, y'all niggas out here walking around like y'all tough as all shit, man. Y'all niggas ain't shit out here, man. The Lord come through and He bring judgment on your ass. Y'all niggas gonna get it, man. Y'all niggas walking around out here like y'all tough as shit. Wait till that day come. You gonna be relying on your bitch to save your ass. Cause she rule over you anyway. She walk all over you anyway, man. And you people out here laughing, walking by. Guess what? The judgment starts in the house of God, man. The judgment starts at the house of Israel. Go ahead.
Let me go back to Proverbs 1.
What is this about white people? What is it? But as soon as we tell you, you don't want to listen. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Come on, man. You people don't want to hear the truth. Why? Because y'all all full of darkness. Y'all all fucking bugged out. Okay, y'all all jabbed up, most likely, filled up with snake piss. That's most likely the state that y'all are in. Okay? And that's because the Lord put it in your spirit to do it. Y'all hate me. Am I your enemy because I tell you the truth?
No, they hate you because they love this kingdom, Esau Edom. They love his kingdom.
Real quick,
and everything.
Let me finish this out real quick.
Yeah.
But you just said that. This is the book of John, chapter 7, verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth.
Yeah, because y'all hate Yahweh Shah, really.
This shit.
Y'all hate the spirit of Yahweh Shah. Okay?
But why?
Because, go ahead.
Because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
This world, you know, as soon as you bring the fucking bullshit that it comes with to light, you know, everybody want to look at you as if you're the problem. Which, you know what? We are. We are the problem to this wicked society. We are. That's why they're cutting off our pages. That's why they're going to throw us in the guillotine. That's why they're going to throw us in the prisons. That's why they're going to do everything in their power to take us out of the equation. Because if you take the prophets of the Most High out of the equation, then that's the famine of the word. You know, but guess what? Ain't no stopping prophecy. Ain't no stopping prophecy, man. Okay?
Real quick,
Go ahead.
since you brought that out, because we're gonna have the same everything you just mentioned, throwing into the guillotine, FEMA camps, you know, concentration camps. Guess what though? Those 2/3 gonna go through the same shit.
They're gonna go through the same shit. That's
He start
right.
eating. He come to you with a gift destroyer for heart. He got you out here thinking that you gonna be okay. He gave you the juice. He juicing you up. He gonna soon put the shit in you. But guess what? It's gonna come to a point in time where he's gonna want to establish his new world order. And guess what? There's something called the Georgia Guidestones that they want to reduce humanity down to 500,000.
Yep.
You don't fit into that shit, Jay.
I got a quick piece.
Hold up, real quick. So, go ahead.
So you had stated about the guillotines and how, you know, we're going to go through it. But Jake is going to go through it too. But the difference is, we're willing to go through those things.
We know what we suffering for.
We know exactly.
We know what the reward is
God.
for enduring to the very end, man.
Hey, real quick.
Receiving a crown of life, okay? Giving a rod of iron to rule over the nations, man. Okay? Where dwelleth righteousness.
I'm going to bring this out real quick, right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
The servant is no greater than the master, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay? Yahushua endured what he had to endure. Okay? He chose to suffer, man. He died innocent. Okay? When he was Yahushua.
That's right.
You know? Okay? We servants of Yahushua, we gonna suffer as such. Okay? The servant is not greater than his master. Go ahead.
I got a quick one. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 25. But whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Yeah,
And
because y'all people out here, y'all love the fucking life y'all living right now.
Right.
Being a fucking hoe-ass hoe out here.
Yeah.
Being a weirdo-ass nigga out here. Y'all love this shit. Because y'all love darkness. Y'all love gang banging. Alright? Y'all love looking like pussies out here. Okay? But guess what? Keep reading that.
And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
Start at the top.
Khan. You want me to read
Same
24
will
again?
save his life.
Khan. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 25.
And y'all taking the fucking the wiles of the devil, you know, wholeheartedly, okay, to save your own life. Okay? But
Or not just their life, but life as we know it now.
well,
As this devil has, you know. Life
no,
as-
go ahead and read that.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 25. But whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
And that's the case, man. Y'all out here, y'all trusting in men, y'all gonna lose your life. Okay, because the man is telling you, look, do this and you're gonna be safe. Do this, you ain't gonna catch this. Do this, you're gonna be preserved. See what I'm saying? Same that shall save his life shall lose it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read the rest.
God. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
And whoever shall lose their life, okay, for Yahweh's sake, shall find it.
Ecclesiastes 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death.
Striving for the truth unto death, man. And Lord willing, that's in our spirit up until the very end. Because it goes into, scriptures go into, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay? Without the endurance, you're not going to be saved. Ain't nobody saved out here, man. The Christians that proclaim to be baptized or the Catholics that proclaim to be baptized, they're not saved, man. They're not saved. Nobody on the planet is. Okay? Because we still here. Second coming hasn't came yet. You know? But that's just the case. Hey, so you agree with the slavery that went down out here?
Hell no. I'm not agreeing now, but like I'm white, so it's like kind of retarded.
Well, but this is the thing though. It's not really a skin color thing.
My kids is
It's
black.
a spiritual thing.
Of course,
I
agree with everything though. I swear to God. Like,
so
all the racism all my life.
well, guess what? The Most High's a racist.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
Nah. What do you mean high? Like, as in like.
The Most High is a racist. He's for his people. He cares about his people more than anybody else.
Anybody that goes against, like, whatever.
You just talking, man. You just talking. Have a good one, man. Go back to that. Go back to that.
Ecclesiastes 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death.
Because that's the thing. We just read it. Proverbs 1:22.
Yeah.
Oh, ye simple ones. How long will you love simplicity? Okay? Our people are mad simple, man. They don't know what the fuck. They drugged out of their goddamn mind. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They just talk just to talk. They talk out of their goddamn ass, man. They do what the Christians do with vain babbling, man. They don't know what the fuck they say, man. Okay? Only thing they know is fucking vanity. That's the only thing they know.
No. You should let me go into this.
All right? Go back to that.
Yep. Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Yeah, man. You stay true to Yahweh Shimei Awashai, he gonna fight with you. He gonna fight for you. He is your. You stay true to him, okay? He will be your shield. He will be your fortress. He will be your strong tower. Isaiah 33:6, man. Okay, the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shimei Awashai is gonna be the stability of your time and the time where everything is gonna be very fucking evil, man.
That's right. That's
Okay?
right.
Trusting and relying on Yahweh Shimei Awashai is going to save you from the said perils that are written in this book. Okay? And according to what is written in this book, okay, it's all going to come to pass, man.
That's right.
You go to Daniel 12:1, it talks about them that are written in the book of life shall be preserved in that day, man.
That's right.
Okay? And Daniel, and what day am I talking about? I'm talking about Jacob's trouble, man. Jeremiah 30:7 says, alas, for that day is great. Okay? And honest, I have mentioned this, okay? There's everything that's going on, it has happened already. But the time that that I just mentioned, Jacob's trouble, it has never happened. Okay? It has never happened. And what you're seeing in this world with all these riots, with people out here looting in broad daylight, it's just a sneak peek to the movie that hasn't been released yet.
That's right.
You know? We just getting sneak peeks. And you know what? They ain't even the greatest sneak peeks, man. There's nothing. It's not even half of the whole movie, man.
It's not even a
full portion. Listen, what's coming right now, y'all people ain't ready for. Y'all niggas out here sagging y'all pants. Y'all think y'all tough and shit because y'all been in the pen. Guess what? It's gonna be like you in the pen again.
Worse.
Okay? It's gonna be worse.
Hey, the Lord
And
gonna give him the director's cup, man.
And you know what? And it's all said and done, man. Y'all niggas that gonna go through goddamn hell, y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it.
Real quick, let me grab this real
Go
quick,
ahead.
and then you can go into that promise, right?
Y'all niggas that want to rely on your woman so goddamn much, y'all niggas that want to rely on your own understanding so goddamn much, y'all gonna go through it. Okay? Because y'all niggas are simple out here, man. Alright? And it's so crazy too because these people, they can't face the fact that the truth is coming out. That the white man gotta pay, okay? And the 2/3 of the nation of Israel gotta pay. Okay? Check what you got.
No, let me finish on
Go ahead, finish that off.
Proverbs 1
And that's crazy too, because Esau hate hearing, oh, you gotta pay. Esau hate that shit. Oh, oh, get over it already. Oh, you still talking about that?
Yeah.
You goddamn right. Because guess what? Okay? Guess what? It's not in us. We forgot, okay? And then the Lord took that gross darkness up off of us. Okay? The gross darkness that was upon us, the Lord took it off of us. And now we here proclaiming the truth on the housetop, on top of the mountain. You know? We telling these heathens, we telling Esau, okay, that he's gonna get fucked up for what he did. You know what I'm saying?
That's a part of the Lord keeping his promise about, healing the sick and bringing together back that which was broken.
Yo, we dead us in Sodom. We dead us in spiritual Sodom in Egypt, man.
Yeah.
You got grown ass men, grown ass women dressing opposite of what the fuck gender they are. Okay? You got women buzzing their head off for the hell of it. Okay, we in a very wicked society, man. And this wickedness cannot go further anymore. Salak, finish that off, bro.
Yep. Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorn is delight, and their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, y'all hate the scriptures. Y'all claim to believe in the Most High, but don't want to hear His word. Oh, nah, my God don't kill. Oh, my God wouldn't do something like that. Y'all people believe in Satan. And guess what? Guess who takes orders? Guess who Satan takes orders from? The Most High himself, man.
turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Yeah, the Most High made his words known unto us. Okay, that's why we're capable of coming out here and reading from his word with the understanding. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Because I have called, and ye refused.
Yeah, you people out here, y'all walking by, okay? Us being here is the Most High calling unto you. But you just walking by is refusing.
I have stretched out my hand,
Yup.
and no man regarded.
And that's what's taking place. Okay? Us being out here, the Most High stretching out his hand. You know?
But
You refusing. You refusing. You know? In ignorance. In ignorance, man. But we understand that not everybody's going to take heed to this. Not everybody's going to like this. Oh, he can shit on that poster if he like. Go ahead.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
Yep.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
Yep.
I will mock when your fear cometh. I'm gonna bring that back. 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity.
Right? So you doing your party and bullshit right now. But when that time comes, the Lord's only gonna fight for those who seek the truth.
Yeah,
right? He said
yeah.
those who strive for the truth, he gonna fight for them.
Yep,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Those exactly that. Those that are written in the book of life.
That's right.
Those that are written, those that are found in the book of life, man. Those are they who he's gonna be a shield for. You know, and you know it's to go deeper into it. They've already been chosen. They already been chosen from the foundation of the earth. So whoever Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has ordained to come up out of that dark state that they're in, okay, they've been chosen from the foundation of the earth. You know, that's what it comes down to. Everything is preordained. The destruction, those who wake up, those who you got something. Go ahead.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Hold on, it's gonna bring that up. For one, Proverbs 1. It's a lot, y'all. Proverbs 1 and
Bring that up.
27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Right, that whirlwind. Y'all not gonna be able to face that. Y'all out here walking like big bullies. Y'all not gonna be able to face that whirlwind. You understand? Hey, what's up, man? You see that sign right there? How you feel about that sign?
I'm on camera. I'm just saying what up, man.
Nah, you're not on camera. Nah, he's good. You good. So, you confused as to why that's like that, or what?
I ain't confused. I just want to see what you guys are about.
Yeah. We out here. We preaching, salvation for the elect of these people right here, and we preaching the downfall of this place called America. And in the Bible, I don't know if you believe in it. Do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah, I gave you 10 scriptures off the top right now.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Just the fact that, there's a chance you may... Where you from, matter of fact? What's your father? What's his nationality?
Black.
Okay. All right, well, you might...
You know how some black people, they light skin like you, and then some people, they dark like...
What's his nationality, if you don't mind? Do you see yourself on the sign?
According to your father, is your father's nationality here? Do you see it?
Yeah, we American.
Well.
So when you say the fall of America, what you mean by that?
Say it again.
When you say like the fall of America, what you mean by that?
The downfall of America, the end of this place, man. The end as we know it. The people think when they hear, the end of the world, that the whole world is gonna be destroyed. Nah, the scriptures say that the earth abideth forever. But what's really gonna be destroyed is America. There's gonna be other places as well destroyed, but the main place that's gonna be destroyed is this place this plantation that we're standing on. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be destroyed by missiles because World War III is brewing up. And you know what? That's not the only thing that's gonna be destroying this place. It's gonna be the Lord and Savior, who the world calls Jesus Christ. He's gonna come through with an army. Okay? You go to 1 Thessalonians 5, was that? I not meet you as a man?
Isaiah 47.
Matter of fact, go ahead. Isaiah 47. Give me that. Because that's what it's coming down to. All right. We were just reading how the Most High is stretching out his arm. Okay. And the way he does that is by his prophets. That's how he always spoke to the people. Okay. You could read about that in Luke, the first chapter, in around the 70th verse. And he said he's been speaking by his prophets since the beginning of the earth. Go ahead and read that.
Isaiah 47:1.
Yup.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay? Now, that's talking about America. And we're going to explain to you why. Go ahead.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Yup.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Okay, now America is only referred to as tender and delicate because there hasn't been no bombings here. There hasn't been no type of wars here that included major bombs, major nukes. Okay, but we just read that it's going to be no more called tender and delicate because major bombs are going to be coming this way. ICBM missiles by coming from Russia and a whole bunch of other nations. You know, go ahead and read that.
Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
So in the book of Revelations, okay, you're going to read about a horde that sitteth upon a great dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, and that horde is speaking about America. You know? So when you read what we just read here, we read pretty much a description of a woman getting undressed, unclothed. And that's symbolic for this system, America, okay, being exposed for the wickedness that it has been doing in the dark. You heard that saying, what's done in the dark, it will have its way to shine. You see what I'm saying?
Whatever is hidden will be disclosed.
Exactly. That's right, brother.
47:3.
Yup.
The nakedness shall be uncovered.
There you go. You see? The nakedness shall be uncovered. Okay, go ahead.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
And hasn't this place shame been seen? You got these presidents out here swearing on the Bible, but yet they're passing same-sex marriage laws. When the Bible, it clearly condemns homosexuality. Really, everything this place pretty much pushes out is contrary to the Bible. Okay, look at, you even go to downtown.
Well, in my personal opinion, be like, I don't see America ever being a theocracy. It's a democracy. It's not a republic in a sense. So there's no way for the whole country to adhere to a biblical standpoint of things. But I don't think that's just the way I see it. But I think it's good to respect what the word says and what God says.
Well, I could say this, whether it's Republican or Democrat, okay, it's the same coin. You know, it's two sides to the same coin, and who runs this place is the people you see right there on that sign.
Cause like my vibe is like, if America didn't give us the freedom to have religion, we couldn't even do this. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't promote your idea. She could just be like communism, get locked up for saying anything negative about America. You gotta go to jail now because you said she's gonna die and get hit with missiles. You're spewing rhetoric that's dangerous for some communities. Blase, blase, blah. You feel me?
But you know what?
It's a double-edged sword.
Religion was actually created, to keep these people from really knowing who they are.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So ultimately, they use the Bible. You ever seen the Book of Eli?
Yeah.
Okay, you see how that white dude wanted the Bible that Eli had?
Yeah.
Because he knew the power that came with it.
Yeah.
And the power that comes with it is, okay, you read Job 9:24, it says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof, not wearing who is he. What's up, brother? So when you cover the faces of the judges of the earth, when you cover the faces of the real Messiah, then you're not going to know who your real power is. So right there and then, you're going to start acting like a bastard child, right? When the father leaves his household, which is a part of the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you can see that taking place throughout all the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American households, how does the child end up growing up? As a stiff-necked, hard-headed child that doesn't want to listen. You see what? It's being very rebellious. So that's the case with these people here. Because they don't know who their power is, because of the world being ran by the spiritual demon Satan, okay, Esau, Edom, all right? You see what you got what you see today. You see what I'm saying? You got.
Can I say
So
something?
what's your message? What's your bottom line?
So real quick before we
Is it
get to
Jesus?
that, I wanna. You said something that was. I could agree with what you said. You said that the way that this place is structured, the way it's set up, it's kind of impossible for everybody to just go by what it says in the Bible. Would you agree with that being kind of like the point of what you made earlier?
Yeah, so it makes people like you even that much more important to have an effective message that would reach the majority rather than to condemn the majority based on their freedom.
So we'll get to the condemnation, but real quick, the brother said this world is being ran by the wicked, right?
Amen.
So-called
I know
white
that
man
for a fact.
is ruling this earth as we speak, right? So real quick, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? So although they pray on a Bible, I mean, they swear on the Bible, at the end of the day, the covenant, the law, statutes, and commandments, they weren't given to them. And it reads, it says, seeing that thou hatest instruction and casteth my word behind thee.
Because remember, I had mentioned everything that they do is contrary to what the word says.
They were set up to
You
be
see
that
what I'm
way.
saying? And that's exactly it. Okay? Because you go to the book of Genesis, in the womb of Rebecca, okay, you had Isaac and Rebecca, okay? You had Jacob and Esau,
Right.
okay, fraternal twins. One came out red all over like a hairy garment,
That's right.
and another came out of a dark complexion.
That's right.
And the one that came out all over like a red all over like a hairy garment, Esau, okay, he was given a blessing. And the blessing was what? The sword and the fatness of the earth.
And it was taken by his brother.
So you're familiar with it. Okay? Now there's another precept that goes into there's a vessel to honor and a vessel to dishonor.
That's right.
You know? So right there and then is prophecy being fulfilled when you got these rulers of this world swearing on the Bible, you know, and doing contrary to what the word of the Most High says. And that's why this place needs to be destroyed. Because all the things that they've done, okay, it does nothing but cause death. You got GMO foods, you got pollution in the air, you got trash all over in the ocean, you got.
So when you mean destroyed, you mean all the things that you just mentioned are taken care of, right?
If you don't mind, brother.
So
like now, like to remove the pollution from the ocean.
So destroying
to
just
remove
goes
the
into being
chemicals.
destruction. Okay?
Yeah.
When the Israelites went into captivity, they got destroyed. They got destruction. They lost their heritage.
Right.
That's why everybody goes based off black or white
Right.
or Chinese.
Or their bywords like Puerto Rican,
You see?
and Negroes and Jamaican.
So
and
destruction
Trinidad.
is like losing knowledge of self, or losing who you know, who you are in Christ, or who you are in the Father, or who you are in God.
I could go into that if you don't mind. What you have over there, bro?
I got Psalms 83.
Go ahead. Yeah, because you know what?
that first.
The one that runs this place, okay, it's not just him that's causing these people right here to be in a state of mourning, in a state of sorrow. Wouldn't you say that we're in a state of sorrow as, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? We grew up in the projects. We grew up with, you know, cockroaches or rats in our house.
You wouldn't give that same. You don't think there's others like all nations are in the same?
Yeah, but you know
vibe?
what though? This is the thing. You read Deuteronomy 28, okay? Those curses are gonna fit the Israelites. And it's at a point where the man that's running this world is so evil, he even got his own people in that state.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? The scriptures say, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So at that point there and then, there has to be something done about it.
That's right.
And the only one that can do something about it is the Messiah, who the world calls Jesus Christ.
Right.
You know? Because let's go back to Isaiah 47, because we didn't end up finishing that, right?
No, you didn't. Let's go back.
So we just read how this place is gonna be exposed. Okay? You got the proof in the pudding. You're looking at the sign. Okay? Look all around you. Look at Brown University. Brown University, you know where they got their money from? They got their money off of the backs of slavery, man. You can look it up. The Brown family. You know? And it's at a point where it has to be stopped, man. This place needs to get refreshed. The second death is what? Coming by fire, as you read. And guess what? What is fire known
Do
as?
what you're supposed to do, you won't get hurt by it.
Well, and that's only if the Lord puts it in your spirit. And guess what? Fire is what? A cleansing agent. Just like in the first death, water is also a cleansing agent. See what I'm saying? When the world got flooded in the time of Noah, what was taking place? Abominable acts. Okay? Things that made the Most High repent that he made man. See? So what did he do? He had his elect, he had 8 people, okay, go into the ark to create all the people that you see here today. Okay? And from that, from that point, wickedness has increased. Okay? And since that has happened, the second death has to come, which is the fire. Let's go back to let's go to Isaiah 43. Isaiah 47 and 3. Go ahead.
Isaiah 47 and 3.
Yep.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Right.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Right.
I will take vengeance.
Right.
And I will not meet thee as a man.
And who is that referring to? That's talking about our Lord and Savior, man. Right. He said, I will not meet thee as a man, because what happened last time he came as a man? What happened last time? Did he not get put on the cross next to a thief and a robber? Did he not get tortured? Okay? Now guess what? It doesn't sound like he's happy. So what is this that we hear about that God's all love? What is that? What is that? Why is everybody saying God is all love when we just read that the Messiah is coming to take vengeance? And what
You believe he ascended to the right hand of the Father?
Yeah.
So,
He's sitting at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
That's right.
So and from that position, how you think he's working down here right now?
Through the Spirit. Because without his Spirit, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. We wouldn't have the understanding. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Go to Revelations 6. Revelation 6. Because we're going to read it to you. Because that's what it comes down to. The scriptures say, he that doesn't speak according to this word, there is no light in him.
Right.
Okay? That's what the scriptures say. All right? Matter of fact, Revelations 5.
Yeah, I was going to say 5.
It's Revelations 5. You know what? You got that?
Start at the top.
Go ahead.
Revelations 5 and 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals.
And that book is the Holy Bible. Okay? Go ahead.
And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice,
Yup.
who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof.
Continue.
And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon.
So there was nobody able to unlock the seals of the book. Right? Go ahead.
And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And of the elders saith unto me,
Yup.
weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah,
Yup.
the root of David,
Yup.
have prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Who is that talking about? Who do you think is that? Who do you think that's talking about?
You tell me.
Who do you think that's talking about, bro? The root of David. You know, the root of David.
You can always say
The
Jesus
lion
is
from the
root.
tribe of what? See, there you go. All you gotta ask yourself is, what tribe did the Messiah come out of?
Judah.
It says the tribe of Judah. So that's talking about the Messiah, right? Keep reading that.
And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb.
There it is, right there. Who is the sacrificial lamb without blemish? Did not the Messiah walk the earth without sin?
I know Jesus is the original. He's the firstborn of the dead. I believe he, through his spirit and through his
Well, we reading about
through
it.
his purpose, he gives his spirit to others to do the same thing. In a sense where it's like he gives instruction to Peter. Peter said, feed my sheep.
Yep.
Feed my sheep.
He said it 3 times, right?
And he said, feed my lambs.
Right.
So if there's another lamb, that means he's increasing his influence.
His flock, be his flock. But he's the unblemished lamb. He was the one who had no sin in him. Right. So that's where that goes into that unblemished land, man.
Right.
He who says he's without sin is a liar.
Right.
And the truth is not in him.
Right, because
That's
we've all
1 John
sinned.
1:9.
Because we've all sinned, right?
For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
Exactly. So that's just it right there, right? The Messiah came down here, and he came in the order of his father.
That's right.
Okay? And with that, the nation of Israel was given a clean slate.
Right.
Because of the Messiah, we have grace now.
Amen.
You see? But that's the thing, right? And people know this.
Right.
People know this, right? And people know what it says in the Bible.
That's right.
Not to eat pork.
Right.
Not to eat shrimp.
That's right.
Not to get tattoos.
That's right.
See, not to commit adultery.
That's right.
Not to commit sodomy. You see what I'm saying? And people use the fact that we have grace as a license to sin.
That's right.
There's a scripture that goes into that
Don't put them back on the cross.
we don't have a license to sin.
All right.
You see? We don't have a license to sin. The law is not void.
In my personal opinion, the best way to deal with sin is to let the effects of the sin take over the person. Even God said it says in Romans that He gives people over to a depraved mind. So if God gives over people to a depraved mind, then He allows that person to go through what they're gonna receive from their depravity, from their disobedience, from their sin.
They go through their judgments there. They go through, because again, like he said, we're gonna go off. We're
Right.
not gonna be perfect, but we do our best to follow those laws, statutes, commandments
That's
that
right.
the Lord has given us.
That's right.
We don't willfully go out and just commit sin after sin after sin.
Right.
There's a precept after that.
We wasn't.
There are people that do. Though.
There's people that do, right?
That do.
Now,
And it's
let me read. Let him read this for you real
crazy,
quick.
really.
Let him read this for you. Go ahead.
I
the book
appreciate
of,
you, brothers, man. You guys are really doing a good thing.
Hey,
I like vibing with you, know.
It's not us, bro.
Right.
It's really not us. We
Yeah,
just
but
men.
You had to do it.
It's the Most High, bro.
You're in the house of the Lord.
It's the Most High, bro. That's who you give, your thanks to, your glory to. Just the fact that you standing here listening, okay, is mercy from Him already.
That's right.
Cause we was in the same state. Okay? We had to wait. Oh, cause it comes by hearing. Let's read this real quick.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach,
Yup.
chapter 15,
This is
verse 20.
it's in the Apocrypha. It's originally a part of the 1611 King James Version Bible, which was taken out by a group called the Bible Destruction Group. Okay? And that group was funded by the elites, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Okay? And why is that? You go to the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, it talks about how Esau and these other nations had created a tumult to keep the nation of Israel from being a nation. See what I'm saying? So continue and read that. That's just a brief history on the Apocrypha.
The
You
book
know?
of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 15, verse 20.
Yup.
He hath commanded no man to do wickedly.
He had commanded man to say that again real quick.
He had commanded no man to do wickedly.
So what is this that we hearing that the laws are done away with? What is this that people using grace as a license to sin? You know? It's all madness, man. It's all madness, right? Keep reading that. Finish that off.
I'll start at the top. He had commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin.
So that's it right there. You go to the book of Romans, the 3rd chapter, it talks about how the law is not made void, man.
Right.
So that's why you got to keep the law the best that you can.
That's right.
Okay? That's a part of your works. Because believing, you're gonna believing comes with, with the faith, right?
Faith without works is dead.
There you go, brother.
got a quick
Faith without works is dead, man.
Good.
Thank you, man. I'm about to flex.
Hey, you out of here, brother?
Real quick, though.
Thank you so much.
Hey, let him read you this real fast, bro.
Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh,
Yup.
that take counsel.
And that's his real name. That's the Heavenly Father's real name. Is Yahweh, man. And that name holds power. His son's name is Yahweh Shai, man.
All right.
When you pray to those names, okay, it holds power, man. Praying unto Jesus and God, it doesn't hold the power that you think.
That's right.
Okay?
I don't know. I know him as Jesus, but Jesus always. If I pray to Jesus, he answers my prayer.
You know where Jesus came from.
Thing,
You know where Jesus came from. I'm gonna tell you where Jesus. Because when you call upon Jesus, when you type in the word Jesus on Google, you're gonna see an image of a so-called white man. Okay, his name is Cesare Borgia. You see what I'm saying? Came from the Renaissance. All right.
Do you recall? You recall what it was written in the Gospel of John? How he said that I'll send you a spirit of truth. And then, so if you pray to Jesus, or if you pray to Yeshua,
that's not his name either, bro.
Well, how you say it?
It's Yahweh Shai, and it literally means what he's coming to do, and it means he delivers.
You hear what Paul says? They don't dispute over disputable matters. Like, I guess we could dispute over the name and the power of it, or you could receive the power, understand the power, and act as if you indwelt with the power. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, I think I went to Christian church. I was a Sunday school baby. So I'm 35. So my whole life they've been preaching to me the Bible that you can buy at Walmart, the Bible that you can buy in any chain store. And I read it, I listened to it, I studied, and that was the name that was given to me, which is the name that was given to him, which is Jesus Christ. On the name of Jesus Christ, you believe in him, you'll be saved, right? So I would never argue with you over what you say, because you're doing a good thing. You're still promoting spirit. You're promoting a sense of.
There's a scripture that says you can't do anything against the truth but for it. So right. I understand what you're saying. So, but this is the thing we're talking about.
I'm not offended by that picture. I just don't. I don't want you to fight over somebody who takes Jesus to be the name, because that's how. There's 380,000 churches in this country, and every single one of them
We're just going to defend the gospel.
That's what it comes down to.
We're going to defend the gospel in the right way. So at the end of the day, when you praying onto a name that's really not his name, you're praying on to
who you praying to?
Hold on real quick. You're praying on to the person who created that illusion, really, which is Satan the devil. So
now, hypothetically, if I prayed to Jesus and I received the Spirit, what would you say?
Well, we just said to you that if he doesn't speak according to this word, that there's no light in him. So really, the Spirit you may think you have received is not really what what really is the Holy Spirit. Because the scriptures go into how Israel have not obtained which they seek it for, which means they're looking for the truth in all these religions. You got people going to Islam, Christianity, okay, Buddhism, Hinduism, okay, Satanism. You see what I'm saying?
So what would you consider yourself? What group would you? What group are you? What group?
Now hold on.
What you got?
I want to do it. I want to do things decently and in order. You said that we could go back and forth on a name, but you would rather not, but you would.
I really wouldn't, because
the names matter.
It's all about power, and you can't. If I said I have power to trample scorpions and over snakes, what would you say? You would be like, well, I learned that and I got it from where I came from. But I can't. If there's not a physical snake around me, I can't step on a physical snake and be like, listen, I got the power.
So check this out. I'm gonna bring something out the book. You know what I'm saying? We have to speak as the oracles of the Lord. So what we say has to match what's in here.
Straight up.
Right? So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 4. Who had ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who had gathered the winds in his fist?
Yup.
Who had bound the waters in a garment?
Yup.
Who had established all ends of the earth?
This is power we're reading about right here. This is power. Right? This is power right here.
That's power.
Right? Go ahead.
All right, I'll read on.
Bring that back, actually. Bring that back.
Wait, so time out.
Hold on.
You can't act like I oppose you, because I don't oppose you. It's just a matter of context. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let me finish
And
this up.
experience.
Let me finish this up,
All
and
right,
then we'll clear things up.
Go ahead.
All right?
Go ahead.
What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou can tell. Do you know where this is going? And now you said you believe in the Son of the Most High, right?
Right.
You believe in Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Now, you're calling on the name Jesus. Did that name exist when he was roaming the earth?
That's a good point, bro.
What name exists?
Did the name Jesus exist? Could it have existed when he was roaming the earth, when he was here in the flesh as a man, as you and I?
Well, from the name, everyone's given a name at birth, right? There's people that are in the Spanish community that are named Jesus.
So what you're saying is that was the name given to him when he roamed the earth.
That is what is that is what it said. Yeah.
Now, you see, the funny thing about it is that letter J,
I got you.
that letter which the name Jesus starts with, it wasn't invented. It didn't exist.
So it's like a translation type of thing.
It didn't exist until the late 15 to early 1600s. So it is literally impossible for that to have been his name.
That's true.
Well, the way that I would see that is, if you look at the book of Samuel, like he told David's brothers, basically, he said, I don't look at what people look at, I look at the heart. So if the name Jesus applies the spiritual character of God and allows a human being to be able to find communion with God through that name, then I think it's acceptable, and without arguing whether or not it was available or if it was the exact name used back in the day. So because it's the heart that matters, you know what I'm saying? Everything you do flows from your heart. So if God sows his word into your heart through the teachings of Jesus Christ, who said the two greatest commandments are what? The two greatest commandments are, one, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength, and then two, love your neighbor as yourself. So because I love my neighbor as myself, I came here to fellowship and chop it up with the dudes out here representing.
So real quick though. So do you know in 1524, 16?
1624.
1624? You can get that if you want.
Yeah,
that the letter J came about by a man named, I think, John Trissino, right? So until then, it wasn't calling on the name Jesus because 1524. They wasn't calling on the name of Jesus.
Yeah, but you're using a human excuse or a human.
This ain't that's
Hold on though. You said a human excuse.
1524, and human came up with the letter J. So before them, they wasn't praying to Jesus.
No, because angels speak a different way. Spirits speak a different way.
I said the year of 1524.
You know what? This is the thing, bro. We're trying to get you to realize that the letter J wasn't even invented.
That's what I'm talking about.
So at that point, the holy tongue is Hebrew, bro.
That's right.
The holy tongue is Hebrew. And that's what the Messiah was speaking when he was roaming the earth.
All right, nah, I feel you.
So logic should tell you that his name would be in Hebrew.
Right.
You understand, right?
That would be my rebuttal in a sense.
Because there's no J in Hebrew.
The reasoning would be if a person or if a human being grows up in a Judeo-Christian society that goes to church, reads the Bible, and hears the name Jesus, that's how he thinks. And if your reasoning is that the name Jesus didn't exist,
but you don't have the truth. You don't have the truth if you don't have his name.
That's right.
You're still living a lie if you don't have his name, bro.
I take that.
You understand? Wouldn't you want to know the truth? We telling you the truth.
The truth is, I love my neighbor as myself.
Well, that's beautiful, bro. And we're not gonna discredit you for that. But what it comes down to is, you gotta have the names in order to actually be protected.
So just as I love my neighbor as myself, I would expect my neighbor to.
And this is love.
Me at the same time.
This is love according to the Bible.
It says, go to
This is love.
Hey, I know
and you go to Isaiah 33:6. It says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it.
Proverbs 18:10.
Proverbs 18:10. Thank you, bro. It says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it, and it's safe. So if you call it upon Jesus Christ, okay, which came about during the Renaissance time,
this isn't
because he's actually a so-called black man. He's actually a so-called black man, but you saying Jesus, you calling on a so-called white man.
I'm not calling on anything. I'm reading the word. In the beginning was the word. The word was with God. The word was God. He was with God in the beginning.
Hold on.
Through him all things were made.
What does that
Without
mean?
him nothing was made.
What does that mean?
Has been made. In him was life, and in that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man named John. Like,
real quick,
like that's the vibe.
Just like you said, all scripture, this is 2 Timothy 3:16.
Yep.
All scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. I'm going to use the word, I'm going to use verbatim. It is profitable for doctrine, right? For reproof, for correction, and instruction in righteousness.
So that the servant of God may be fully equipped for every good work.
So if you're not getting the scripture the right way, you calling on a man, because this name, Jesus, right, was a war tactic to get you off from who you really are. Because in 1524, that was a time when he brought up as the Renaissance, right? And that means that goes into the word rebirth, right? So with Esau, Edom, these devils did, right? They came in and they had something called iconoclasm.
That's right.
You heard that before? And they came in, they changed the images of the true living power of the Bible. And they came in, and that's why, hold up, real quick, because this is important, because you saying, because that's why Romans 10:2 talk about you have the zeal but not according to knowledge. You can have the zeal and be thinking you seeking, but you don't have it according to knowledge, because true knowledge is knowing the truth of these scriptures.
That's right. That's
right.
right.
And that's given to you by this gift, as a gift by Yahweh.
It's not an opinion, because
that's what the book said.
That's the thing. It's not an opinion, because you go to Isaiah 33:6. It said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. And wisdom and knowledge of what? Of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, man. But so if you don't have that, you're not going to be protected. You're not going to have that covering, man. You see what I'm saying? And real quick, to give you the definition of iconoclasm that the brother had just mentioned. It says, the action of attacking or assertively rejecting cherished beliefs and institutions or established values and practices. You see? And this is another definition. The rejection or destruction of religious images as heretical, the doctrine of iconoclasts. And that's what took place. This is what you read. This is the image you read in Revelation, the 1st chapter, starting around the 14th verse. Okay? And they went from this to that. Okay? They made everybody in the world think that they were holy, pure, clean. And they made these people on this sign black. Okay? Black goes into void of light, dark, evil, unclean. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So at that point there and then, okay, that word Jesus, okay, you're using that word, you're really not getting the power you think you're getting, bro. You use the term God.
I respect your vibe, man.
Check it out real quick.
I can say, man. That's where I came from. So but basically what you're saying, what you're doing, is saying that this happened before. So even though this is the contemporary, this is what's socially accepted, and like billions of people, like or millions of people see Jesus Christ as being Lord, right? So what you're saying is, even though this is what happened before, can't you kind of understand that you're kind of doing that you're doing the same thing to Christians or to anyone else right now?
Only 500 years ago, these people didn't.
No. Like, you gotta answer the question. Does that make sense? That if somebody never heard anything that you're saying right now, and they saw this image of horns on an idol, what is that? Like, wouldn't you think it would produce the same type of, I don't know, confusion or the same type of anger or emotional outburst?
The Lord is, I understand where you're coming from, because it's something that's foreign to you. But now, see, the Lord, like the scripture says, the Lord draws you. The reason why you start right here is so you can get the truth.
The reason I stopped was to conversate, to see what you were talking about. I have the truth.
Let him bring this out real fast.
Have you read in the book of John? It said, as the anointing has taught you, you no longer need to be taught. But as it also has taught you, remain in Him. You know what I'm saying? So if you remain in Him, you don't need to be taught. So you look at what other people are teaching, and you try to buy. I'm gonna go, because y'all gonna keep me. There's a whole bunch of people that know way more than I do. I'll be back out with some grub, but that's what it be. Yo, God bless, man. Stay up.
Hey, and that's the thing though, right? Because if you read here, this is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 1. It said, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge.
That's right.
But he that hateth reproof is brutish.
Right.
You know? And a lot of our people, they hate to face the facts, man.
right.
They hate to face the truth because it condemns their whole way of life. When you tell somebody that their whole life was based off a lie, hey man, now they have everything to think about that they were, pursuing. You see?
And I was trying to tell you, we all was in that boat.
We all was in
that
that
all
boat.
On the other side of the fence. We all claimed we called on Jesus Christ. But I was letting him, a man's going is of the Lord.
Right.
How can he then understand his own way? So when you stop, it's not you that stopped him. Just like the brother and the young lady right here, you, the man, it's the Lord that stops you, right? And it's, we don't direct our own steps. It's the Lord who controls.
I got something for you, right? This is Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. It says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail." And that's talking about the prophecies. It says, "None shall want her mate." Meaning you're not going to get what you get in these scriptures in any other book. You're not going to get it in the Quran. You're not going to get it in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You're not going to get it in literally no other book you'll find in these historical libraries. Okay, it's the Bible that holds all the prophecies that are set to happen, right? And it says, "For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them." So it's the spirit of the Most High and his only begotten Son that has drawn you to what we're talking about. You see, we have people stop by, and it's not us. It's what we're reading. It's what we're preaching. Okay? The scriptures go into how the Most High Son is going to put his words in our mouth. Okay? Because all we doing is reading. And then when you try to tell somebody, okay, that what they've been living off of is a part of keeping them from knowing who they really are, then now they gotta now they gotta actually sit through the deprogramming that they're responsible for. Because our whole lives we've been living in lies, man. That Christopher Columbus founded America. That Alexander the Great was a great. No, he wasn't. He was a sodomite. He was a very shitty person. And then, you had something else? You had something real quick? Bring it up real quick.
So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 7. "Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against
Right.
many countries, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence."
You ever heard that term, "there's nothing new under the sun"? Okay, that goes into reincarnation. Okay, reincarnation is within the Bible. So, okay, so what we just read is something that was taking place in Egypt back when Moses was on the earth. Okay, it took place in Babylon. It took place in the Medo-Persian Empire. It took place in the Greco Empire, in the Roman Empire, and it's taking place here today as well. So what it is we are just nothing but the prophets of old, just fulfilling their lots. We just fulfilling what the Most High has set us up to do. You go to the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter, around about the 13th verse, it talks about how everybody's going to be back into the lot, okay, that they were in the old times.
And real quick, if I may add, brother, he was stuck on the name and pretty much us dismantling the veil that the majority of the people of the world have over their eyes. Because he said it. Billions and millions of people believe in this man. They believe in that name. But ultimately, what did I just read? We're here to prophesy against many great kingdoms, the downfall, pestilence, evils, things that are coming to pass that nobody wants to hear about.
And
everybody want to hear about hugs and kisses,
that's right,
raptures and
that's
shit.
Right. That's
like,
right.
bro, it is ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Right.
Nuclear missiles about to hit this bitch, but people want to hear me tell them, I love you. Oh, let's pray. Let's make a prayer circle.
Or it's okay that you call on the Messiah as Jesus. Like, nah, man.
Nah.
It's either you get it right or you go left. And honestly, it's not even up to us. Because all we doing is relaying the message. And us telling him the truth about, who the world portrayed it to be as the Messiah. We read about it in Isaiah 47. Okay, when it says to uncover thy locks, make bare the leg. That's us through the Spirit of the Most High and his only begotten Son exposing this wicked place known as America.
That's right.
And the Bible is known as the virgin daughter of Babylon. It's known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You go look at your dollar bill. You will have a pyramid on there. Okay? Was that not there in the Egyptian times? Okay? And then spiritually Sodom. Well, I mean, look around. It's pretty self-explanatory as to why this place is called spiritually Sodom. Sodom goes into sodomy, meaning acts of homosexuality, man. And it's abominable acts in the eyes of the Lord, man. And that's the case, right? When somebody walking by and they hear, oh, this place is going to be destroyed, and it's like, who in their right mind wouldn't think, what can I do to keep myself from being destroyed? You know? But instead, people are, what? They're set in their folly. You know? They're walking about chasing after things that are vain, that are temporal. Okay? And everything on this planet Earth is temporary. This place isn't made, okay, for the Israelites to be on a high horse, man. It's not, man. But guess what? Those, okay, who hold fast to that which is good, meaning those who live true by the scriptures, okay, they are those that are going to receive a status in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Finish up going to prophecy.
Yeah. And then the kingdom of heaven is going to be here dwelling on earth, man. Okay? And a lot of people think that, oh, they think the kingdom of heaven is up in some clouds. And look, man, the kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled by the Messiah, and under that, King David, and under those, the 12 disciples, and under that, the 144,000 that you read about in Revelation, the 7th chapter. You know? But look, man, the Messiah is not coming to play games. He's not coming to play games, man. So you got to get right before, you know, it's too late. Because if you go to Isaiah 55:6, it says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found," man. And he's not going to be here forever. Okay? So you might as well call upon him while he is near. Okay? Because it's your salvation that is at stake, man. Okay? The things of this world and the things that come with it, those are the things that'll keep you from obtaining that salvation, man. Okay? You go read in the book of Genesis, it tells you how Lot's wife, okay, she ended up turning back. She turned back to the ways of the world. When the Most High told Lot to go and retrieve his wife and his 2 daughters out of Sodom before he destroyed it, man. And guess what? He went to acquire of his 2 daughters, okay, while they were with their husbands, okay. The husbands looked at him like, yo, you're tripping. Just like how people walk by and look at us like we're tripping. Okay?
But you brought out the days of Noah.
Just like how we started off with, man. In the days of Noah, they're going to be eating, giving in marriage, man. Occupying in things that are temporal. Okay? But what ended up happening was, okay, when Lot took his 2 daughters and his wife, she looked back and she became a pillar of salt. Okay? And we, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel is fulfilling Lot's shoes, man. Okay? They symbolize Lot, man. Okay? So the things of this world, man, it's best that you depart from it, man. You know, because getting too attached to the things of this world, I had just said, it's temporary, man. You gotta do what you gotta do in this world. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have loved ones. You're gonna show love and all of that. But the fact of the matter is, there's something greater waiting for us, man. These bodies that we're in, they're not gonna be in the kingdom. You know, the spirit that we're in right now, it's not the right spirit that we're supposed to be in, because we're defiled. And right now, we all fall short of the glory of the Most High. You know, but when you got something real quick.
Because what he's going into is the reward we're gonna get.
Yeah.
But before that reward, there's gonna be chaos. There's gonna be mayhem, and if you're watching the news and you see what's going on in the news right now, see what's going on. What you got, Russia going and want to invade Ukraine. I think you just brought out that Ukraine just made a deal with the NATO. Right? And all these things is prophecies that when this brother brought out out of the book that they should not fail, those are the prophecies that's not going to fail. Right? These things are coming to pass. And the end of the world, this end of this world, right? This end of this age and eon is going to come to an end. And the person who's ruling this world, this age, is the wicked, which is Esau Edom. And his kingdom is coming to an end, and then our kingdom will be established. Right? I'm bringing that out for you.
Bring that out for you. Because The scriptures talk about he that runneth the race, right? Run so that you may obtain. We're seeking to obtain everlasting life, you know? We're seeking to avoid the second death, which is being left here for when the missiles hit, man. Because, shit, people been shot. People have gone through a lot of things, but you don't know too many people that have been hit with a nuclear missile, man. You can just be honest about it, you know? And it's a fearful thing because before those missiles hit, a lot of things are going to happen.